simple magnetism is very fascinating and interesting. You know, a lot of things utilize this magnetism, like everyday products even. We're currently using magnetism to remain grounded on this earth. You know, with its gravity. Like vynl utilizes magnetism. You know, the old record stuff. This is nothing more than like a giant magnet. Somehow. It's based on magnetic technology, I think. You know, a cassette tape. It's made of the same materials as the vynl thing, you know, this portion here. Yeah. It's based on magnetic technology. And other cassette tapes, like a video cassette, flying one. I know I have a lot of them here. Even though CDs go by using lasers to like read information that's written on it, it is still magnetically based, I think. The silver thing inside of it. The silver thing inside of it, I think, is like it's like some weird magnetic strips of information are written down into bits. I'm not sure. I forgot how CDs work. You know, CDs and DVDs. And a laser reads the information that is written and copy onto it. It's like bits and layers of data imprinted upon like some type of magnetic strip, which is very similar to this. It's just been more compact. I don't know. CDs and DVDs, you know? DVD. Very same. And then you got the latest one called Blu-ray or something. All of these things are hypothetically the same, but more improved, more of an upgrade. You know? Yeah. Got some other prints does. See. Go. DVD. CD-ROM. All the same. Let's go smoke camera. That don't use much. Our CDs are nothing more than modern day vynl, whatever, you know? It's like we went back to using vynl into more of a compact model, you know? It's weird. I wonder what type of technology we come up with next. I think it's Mariah Carey. Yeah. I wonder what it looked like if like a giant laser was like it's like round at the distance. It had nothing but information in it. Just beaming across somewhere as a signal. You know, as a radio signal type of thing. Like all around the giant laser circumference is like path information or something, right? Be fascinating. Seal. It's kind of scratched up because I don't keep it in the original casing. Just put it in stuff like this. But yeah, try to get a new one. But I think I copied it as an MP3 file onto my magnetic hard drive. I saw this on DVD. Yeah, mix up with DVDs in my thing. Even hard drives, you know, you can store it. Digital media formats like MP3s, you know, stuff you could copy from like a CD onto like a hard drive, like from one magnetic format. I don't know that. In fact, a lot of files that are used within computers and stuff are written onto a hard drive. Now these are becoming like integrated in other types of technologies, like the TiVo stuff. You know, you're recording like some type of TV show onto like a hard drive. That's a part of a hardware, you know, like a TiVo. Fuck, I forgot what you call those things, man. Like a TiVo console box. Do we call those things consoles? I don't know. Even an MP3 player has a hard drive built in, or flash drive. Flash drive is something more than like a miniature hard drive, right? Hard drive. CE. I think that means common area, common era. Right, and here it means consumer electric, right? Forgot what the CE means. I don't know. Right, I think gravity is created by a certain number of mass. I don't know. Like, I'm not a scientist, but I'm just saying. Something like a large object, or just a significant amount of size, could create its own gravity or something, like Pluto or an asteroid called Sirius, right? Like, if it's of a certain size or a certain mass, it could generate its own form of gravity to like shape itself in a round shape, like the planet Earth. It has its own gravity because it's a significant size, large, not large, but you know, it's a definitive size as to being out in space, right? I thought the gravity was generated by the core, or if something had an active core. But Mars, so I thought their the gravitational field on Mars or whatever was weakening due to the fact that its core was cooling down. And I think it's made out of a different form. Mars has a metal core, right? I don't know. Then again, some planets have ice cores, like I think Neptune, or I don't think Saturn has an ice core, right? I don't know. And they still have gravitational pull and moons and whatnot. So maybe the mass thing is right? I'm currently an idiot right now. That's this new graviton particle thing. Like, you know, mass, I think, or you know, like a certain amount of matter or atomic structures combined, you know, generates mass, right? So of all the atoms that creates like a planet, like Saturn and whatnot, it probably has enough of it to combine all its hypothetical graviton particles together to generate hypothetical gravity, you know, right? Same applied to the moon. I don't know. Time and space. Fucking wish I was a college student studying science right now. I mean, space, I think Einstein believed it's completely flat plane or whatnot, and something like matter or mass or atomic structures and whatnot, hypothetically, it's like a form of energy that bends this fabric of space, thus generating time. I want to make like temperatures like cold temperatures equals space. And space is very cold. It's like 200 below 0 degrees or not on average. Probably even colder, I don't know. But I think there's like a universal type of energy or radiation thing that makes it such temperatures. Because I think, you know, it should hypothetically be colder since it's space and absolutely nothing is in it. But probably combined with all the stars that are in the universe or in the galaxy, you probably have like a hypothetical universal temperature such as 200 below 0, right? Versus 800 below 0. But let's say you add something else to the hypothetical equation, like a star. Star, it's like an atomic energy reaction that produces its own heat and generates its own gravity. And products of stars are like planets and other celestial objects or moons, which they decided to like orbit a planet. So, you know, you have heat, a source of heat, a giant ball of energy. And then you have planets, which have its own giant ball of energy, which has an internal source of energy, like a core, right? And then it creates magnetism, as well as a star. The star creates more magnetism than any other planet within its orbit, right? Yeah, now they're bending the fabrics of time and space, right? They're orbiting one another, rotating, creating this thing called time. You know, I think time exists on a hypothetical universal radiation aspect, but once you're further out in space, out of some type of gravitational field or orbit, you're like in complete inanimation, right? Frozen in time. Like time does not exist in a sense. You know, now nihilism also could play hypothetical. I don't know, man. I'm just being. I don't fucking know right now. I'm thinking if one is near something that produces its own gravitational field, or doesn't have a significant amount of like energy output, like from a star with magnetism and heat and etc., or a planet that has its own gravitational pull, or something else. I don't know. Like if we had like a starship one day that produces its own gravity, or some type of ultra advanced shielding that utilizes something at the I don't know. It could probably be similar to a magnetic field, like some hypothetical shielding, like a force field. Then I don't know. I think maybe hypothetically frozen in time. I don't know. Maybe we can relate time to like temperatures. But I don't know. Too hot would be too much. Too cold would be too cold. Right? I don't know. Like summer, winter. You know, it's like the world is frozen during the winter and more active during the spring or summer, or fall. There we go. But you know what? I think, why am I thinking about this stuff? It's the idea of hypothetical time travel, like how you can store light and sound on the stuff that utilizes magnetic technology, such as like a DVD or CD or MP3, which is stored in a hard drive or flash drive, which is also magnetic based, you know, right? I think when I was like 11 or 12, that fascinated the shit out of me. Like, how do we have the ability of storing sound within like a cassette tape or a CD? You know, like it plays back the sounds and stuff. No, excuse me, precisely, you know, like as it was recorded, exactly. The same apply with like a cassette tape or DVD. Like, you know, how do we capture light onto like some type of format to replay it over and over again, to specifically go within a time or a scene of this hypothetical format, right? Or a rewind or fast forward. I mean, since this stuff is based off of magnetic technology, you know, like the Earth, I mean, the universe is filled with like tons of it, right? Like, let's say like a black hole. It's like a giant CD-ROM or something. It could capture its own time format or something of actual events. I don't know, like pausing it, fast forwarding it, or rewinding it. I don't know. You know, Einstein has a hypothetical theory of time and wormholes. Something dealing with gravity, right? Like one end of the wormhole could be like in this such and such time event thing, and the other end is in this such and such time event. But if you're like inside of it, like both times seem to be like, I don't know, like the time there looks like it's going by faster, it suddenly looks like it's going by slower if you're inside of it type of stuff, whereas like the time there looks the same. I don't know, but I'm like, it kind of grabs the contact and then it kind of goes over your head or whatnot. It's like like trying to like comprehend like some type of hypothetical enigma, but you can easily comprehend it if you just, you know, I don't know. I get it, and yet I just totally forgot about it, because like I'm kind of hypothetically sleepy.